The Light in the Ruins is a historical novel written by Chris Bohjalian, first published in 2013 by Doubleday. The story revolves around an Italian family's struggle to lead a normal life during World War II. While not among Bohjalian's most highly acclaimed works, it remains a popular book. Bohjalian, a celebrated author, has penned over 20 historical fiction novels and received accolades such as the ANCA Freedom Award for his efforts to educate Americans about the Armenian genocide. His writing has appeared in various publications, including Cosmopolitan, Reader's Digest, and The Washington Post. The novel commences in 1955 with the brutal murder of Francesca Rosati in her Florence home, setting the stage for a series of targeted attacks on the Rosati family. Detective Serafina Bettini, the only woman in the Florence homicide unit, is assigned to the case, although her colleagues doubt her abilities. Determined to prove herself, she delves into the investigation, unraveling the mystery behind the Rosati family's murders. To do so, she must revisit the events of 1943, a year marked by the ravages of World War II across Europe. In 1943, the Rosati family resides in the Villa Chimera, an ancient and expansive villa where they hope to find refuge from the horrors of the war. Believing they can remain unnoticed and safe in the countryside, they soon realize that war's reach knows no bounds. The story's protagonist, Christina, at 18 years old, spends her days playing with her younger niece and nephew, wandering among the olive groves, and swimming in the villa's grand pool. In this idyllic setting, it's easy to forget the turmoil affecting their fellow Italians. Each morning, Christina awakens with the hope that the war will soon end, sparing her from its hardships. Christina takes great care to shield her niece and nephew from the harsh realities of their time, providing them with only the essential information. The narrative then returns to 1955, focusing on the murderer's peculiar and disturbing modus operandi. The killer meticulously removes the hearts of the victims and places them in significant locations, often tying them to important paintings, such as the Florentine Bridge. This chilling pattern adds a new layer of complexity to the case, placing Detective Serafina under increasing pressure to solve it. In 1943, the extended Rosati family seeks refuge in the Villa Chimera, which now includes Christina's sister-in-law, Francesca, and her husband, Marco, as well as Beatrice and Antonia, Christina's parents. Notably absent for much of this time is Vittor, Christina's older brother, an archaeologist assisting the Nazis in looting local museums. This detail eventually becomes a crucial lead for the detective. Although Serafina's superiors express concerns about her ability to handle such violence, her own troubled past reveals her resilience. She fought against fascists and Nazis in Italy, witnessing her brother's deaths and sustaining serious injuries. Her wartime experiences include a stay in a villa, but her memory of that time remains fragmented. Nevertheless, she faces the brutality of the serial killer without fear. Serafina conducts an interview with Christina, a survivor of the war, who discloses that Nazis occupied their villa due to their interest in plundering an Etruscan tomb on the property. Christina recounts how one of the soldiers courted her, leaving her feeling compelled to comply. As Serafina pieces together the art references linked to this tomb, she suspects that the killer has a deep connection to the Rosati family, having once been intimately involved with them. In her moments of reflection, Serafina gradually recalls her proximity to the villa during her wartime experiences. There is a faint recollection that the Rosati family might have tended to her injuries during a period of amnesia. However, the certainty of this memory remains elusive, and it holds little significance for her until she can unmask the murderer responsible for the recent killings. Shifting the focus back to Christina, the narrative delves into her romance with Friedrich Strecker. Their relationship serves as a means of escaping the horrors of the war, as Friedrich shares Christina's disdain for the Nazi regime. Nevertheless, their connection is more rooted in convenience than genuine love, a fact that Christina later comes to resent. Serafina's investigation ultimately leads her to the shocking revelation that one of her former comrades from the war, Enrico, is the one behind the murders of the Rosati family. The precise details of how she deduces this are somewhat unclear. Essentially, Enrico had hidden Serafina on the Rosati property after her injury, but Francesca's betrayal resulted in their capture by the Nazis. Enrico uses the art-related killings as a way to demonstrate that the nobility is not immune to justice, while also hoping that the Rosati family will trace the murders back to him. The narrative provides minimal insight into the background of the murderer or the ultimate resolution of Serafina's story. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.